ready?
No, we're never ready.
All right. Are we doing shots?
Oh God,
no.
Suits for shots again?
No.
Suits for shots?
No.
Don't give the chat
Wake up to morning roasts.
A rainbow, dildo, butt monkey are 4 words no one ever imagined uttering in the same sentence, but here we are. 3, 2, oh my God, Mr.
Oh, there you are. Hello.
You do you, but I'll do myself. Oh no, God.
Haywood Jablomi, thanks for the 10 Canadian. I love my Canadians out there.
Yeah, I like a rich tea when it's like super soggy and it's like flopping around.
Ori! Use 150 bits to play a part.
Did I say it right?
I have no idea. Oh no!
God, this is going bad. This is bad.
Pickle juice. Pickle juice.
Wake up to morning roasts. Dan, Tuggs, Xray, they're the hosts. Wake up, the fun is here.
Actually, I think a cup of coffee is just what I need.
Yeah.
I
want that in my mouth.
Xray, they're the hosts. Wake up, we your crew. Starting the day just right for you.
Where's the girl? I need a cup of coffee.
Good freaking morning, everyone.
Oh my God. Good morning. By the way Tuggs reacted there, I think she has no idea what happened at the weekend. Pretty much.
Should we do a preview?
No.
What?
I think we should. I'm going to show just a little moment.
No, please.
Okay, fine, I won't.
Then yeah, we can.
What happened?
Set up a goal because I actually quite like.
Anyways, let's start from the very beginning.
I was trying to set up a goal because I actually quite liked that gin the other day, so I was like, sod it, I'm gonna do a goal for gin. I'm super cheap as well. I've like only done 10 at 2.
Is that a dinosaur?
Anyways, we were playing a game called Headliners, which is taking pictures of like these monsters. And that's basically the start of Sunday Fun Day. Should we show a moment near the end? Here,
I don't know any of things that happened on Sunday Fun Day because I was fighting with my refrigerator.
it's all good, but this is a good moment that I really enjoyed.
Like very, like literally. Yeah.
1,300 for that shot.
Yeah,
Damn.
worth it. Worth it.
Nice.
What did that say? Done.
That's just a teaser. This is a video made by Psychotic Mongoose, which will be released on Xray Girl Live later on today.
Oh my gosh. You guys
I can't believe we did this.
Bro.
I can't believe it either. To be honest.
You're so cute.
I love that. I love that. And I can't wait till you post this so I can watch it over and over again because I'm about to go kill my cat. Hang on.
But anyways, good morning. Bishop Porkchop obviously is feeling better. He streamed this morning. I was lurking earlier while I was getting ready. How was Monday?
Oh, Monday. Well, Monday was I prefer not to talk about it, to be honest.
Oh, how was Sunday after Sunday Monday?
Anyway,
okay. He survived.
He did survive. Clearly he's here, but I love how everywhere we go, you and I accidentally turn people into raging alcoholics.
Yes,
Hey.
I'm blaming you. It's entirely your fault.
I'm not.
I have nothing to do with this.
Next thing you know, you're gonna pull me and my favorite streams that I do, and arguably some of my most successful streams are my sip and scares, where not only do people pay to scare me with the blurps and stuff, and we have a great time, but I also get to drink because I'm scared.
Anyways, I'm joking. Hurts.
T-shirt blends.
I think that every YouTuber that drinks, of course, they all need to do a stream where they regret it the next day.
Oh yeah, I've done.
Well, I've done that. Big tick. That's bucket list done.
Did you have a bucket list with this on it though?
No.
No.
Okay, if Noons was part of this, did Noons contribute to your drunkery? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't have your chat open, but if she did,
No,
Oh,
Noons
yeah.
was not there, thankfully. So
We need to get
Thankfully.
you on the wine. We need to get you. You should be a wino like the rest of us.
Mhm.
to be honest, I can't remember who. I'm pretty sure that it was Jane Theory was like.
No, Jane Theory
pretty
did do a lot of
Yeah.
damage. You did
Yeah.
say her name a few
Like-
times. Jane.
Yeah.
We love
I
Jane
love
Theory
Jane.
and her enabling.
Okay, the fact that you got Noons concerned, who is
How
a
many
lust as
shots
well,
did you do? What was
over
the
half a bottle?
Yeah.
That's like 5 or 6.
No,
No,
it
it
was way
was
more.
like more.
Oh, more than that?
Hmm.
Oh, I can't math clearly. That's crazy.
Well, also, you were not using a shot glass. You were using an espresso cup.
Yeah, I haven't got a shot glass, so.
Oh no.
One of our friends, Max, MVP, he did a stream for his birthday where he didn't do a single shot. He ended up doing double shots each time.
Oh my gosh,
to
that
hit the
boy.
super chat goal.
I wanted to call 911 for him. That was a fun
He
stream.
owes us
I
4
do
shots.
not. I do not. No.
You, oh, you do. Yeah, I think you do.
No.
I
No,
think
I
you
don't.
do.
No. I
I think
don't
you
owe
do.
nothing.
I think
But
you do.
anyway,
Wow.
That's it. I'm giving up alcohol forever.
No, you're
That's
not.
a lie. We
Not
all say
worth
that.
it.
It is
Not
worth
worth it.
You just don't. You got to set a higher standard. So
Or
they don't
Well,
yeah,
charge
you gotta
too much.
set your super chat goal for that kind of thing
Well, this
higher
is it.
than you think you do, clearly. And also you need to set up a way to like get a water goal as well, clearly.
Yeah.
And set an upper limit of like 4.
Oh,
and
MJ
that's it. I'm not doing
says he
anymore.
counted. You still owe us 4 shots.
No. Well, whatever.
I don't
MJ's
believe
lying.
MJ. To be
No,
fair.
to be
To
fair.
be fair. Sorry, MJ. All right. Before we
Wow.
begin, we got Cajun Corey with his typical dad jokes. For 5 saying, did you hear about the bakery that still employs spies? It's a need the know basis.
I need the dough basis.
Oh, sorry. Wow.
Wow, Corey,
I
she just
butchered
butchered it.
I'm so sorry, Corey. Cajun with another 5. I saw a dwarf climbing down a prison wall. I thought to myself, that's a little condescending.
Brilliant. I
That was
like
actually
these
a good
jokes.
one. That was a
More.
good one.
Again.
We love bad jokes here.
More shots. Again.
No. Jokes, not shots.
All right.
More shots.
So I just recently came on this video.
Excuse me?
This is
You
gonna be
liked
really
it that much,
awkward.
did you?
She
It's
said
gonna be
what
really
she
awkward
said.
now.
She said what she said. She said it
Whoa.
because
Wow.
it's truly what happened, and you cannot
Can,
convince me
can,
otherwise.
can I just preface this now? No, I can't. I can't show this video. I really can't. No, I have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did not know how gorillas have a mating dance.
Oh, it's
yeah, now
violent.
that's really awkward.
They got a little strut going on,
It's
have they?
violent.
Like it. Anyway, so
Oh,
this is
no.
how a female gorilla seduces a male. Okay.
Oh,
She's
twerking.
twerking.
But it's literally,
Convulsing
yeah.
Look, I
in
love
front
the
of the
baby
baby too,
in
guys.
the
In
middle.
front of the baby. It's
He's
just
like,
the
we already
plastic.
have one of these. What do you mean?
Anyways, so I thought we'd start the day
There she
off
is
with-
twerking in front of him, and he's just like, well, whatever. Yeah.
which is funny because most mammals, it's usually the males trying to attract the females. So very weird, very strange. And I mean, humans twerk at clubs to attract males, I suppose. Human females.
Yeah. Who knew? It was going
Yeah.
back to basics.
Yeah. She needs to maybe learn the technique a bit better.
She
She
needs to
shaking her
arch that
whole
back a bit
body.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to arch that back. Can you demonstrate to us, Mr.
Absolutely not.
God damn it. Okay. Well, anyways, that was a nice little way to start this, but let's see here. Something I also came upon this morning. Not came. This is slightly concerning, but kind of interesting. Why would they use this? CIA secretly uses a Star Wars fan site to talk to spies, according to reports.
That's badass.
How do we know this? Is this
Apparently, someone blabbed about it. So the U.S.
Well, they're dead. R.I.P.
The U.S. CIA reportedly used a Star Wars fan site to talk to spies around the world, according to 404 Media, an amateur security researcher by the name of Ciro Santilli, which is why I don't know if I want to believe this. Specifically, you're an amateur security researcher.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, it was an amateur hacker. God, how many years ago was that now? With that hacked into the banks or whatever, hacked into the security grid years ago. It happened, and that was just some like teenage punk messing around with coding or whatever, and he figured it out. So I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
Either
Okay.
way, I think it's quite interesting because if this is the case, I want to know what the secret messages are.
well, they're secret. So,
well, they
is
were
it-
found out.
Is it all in Star Wars code as well? Are they all
it's
like
just in
coded?
Gungan.
Like,
To learn Gungan.
That's not hard to
Maybe.
decode. It would probably have to be like, oh god,
What's the Java language? Which I still don't know the proper name of.
I
Like your
can't
trigger
make
word.
that noise. Anyways, so this was discovered by Ciro. They found a series of sites built by the CIA to covertly communicate with its informants in other countries. One of the sites looks like a Star Wars fan page with a cartoon image of Yoda and C-3PO on it, along with advertisements for Xbox and Wii era video games, as well as Lego sets featuring items from the series. It was shut down, however, after it was discovered by Iranian authorities over a decade ago.
Oh.
So this is it.
Oh wow. You would have thought that Disney would copyright strike them as well. Like
Listen,
bring
back
that
in
to
the
Maybe
them.
they
day,
tried.
Yeah.
back in the day though, listen, back in the day,
Also a
fan
fan
sites.
site.
Fan site were a thing, and I miss the days of fan sites and like forums. Oh, the best. But if you were selling merchandise on those fan sites, then yeah, Disney would come for you. They still do.
It has to be like you can have merch, but you have to draw it yourself.
Mhm.
I think that's someone told me that. Was it you?
Yeah.
Tuggs?
Yeah, they have very strict rules on their copyright loopholes. Or it has to be an original artwork. So like the classic pose of Mickey, right, is his hands on his hips, like everybody pictures that, and like one foot's jut out. So not only do you have to draw it yourself or create it yourself, like via Canva or a drawing site or whatever, but then you have to change the pose. You can't put it in that. It's all shenanigans, and a lot of the times they can't catch everybody. So YOLO, have at it. Good luck. But there's been several Etsy stores that have been shut down.
Right.
Yeah. When asked why he decided to investigate the network of CIA sites, he said it was because of his interest in Chinese politics, his penchant for TV adaptations of spy novels, and sticking it up to the CIA for spying on fellow democracies. The Star Wars fan site wasn't the only one that the researchers found either. The publication said he discovered a comedian fan site. Ding dong, someone's at the door. Another
God.
about extreme sports, and a third page about Brazilian music. So it's kind of all over with some of these genres.
Well, hiding in plain
Interesting.
sight. It's got to be across certain things. The
Did they
sites
not
get shut
use
down.
these
The
sites, though?
sleeper cells, whatever.
Mhm.
The spies, or I've seen spy TV shows and stuff when they log on to like dating sites and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the same kind of thing, isn't it?
I don't know. I just thought that they get like messages on weird mediums like Mission Impossible does, glasses, cassette tapes. I don't know.
I mean, it's
Self-destructive.
interesting. I don't know if I believe this fully. I believe that the CIA and other government agencies hide in plain sight like this, so it wouldn't surprise me. But this guy Ciro Santilli he's just got a screenshot of the original page. Like, you don't have any messages, you don't have anything else to be like, oh,
Yeah,
yes, this is
decode
the
a message for us, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see them doing that. Also, who goes on these fan sites realistically?
No
back
one,
in the day?
really.
Oh, all the time back in the day. I don't know about now. I don't know how popular they are now. But that was the only way we got information. That was the only way we got, like, I remember as a teenager, like, saving photos and making my own wallpapers for, like, my computer, like high res photos.
Oh wow.
And all that stuff of like the promo shots or whatever, making my own wallpapers and going on, because every fan site had fan art, which is gorgeous, and fan fiction, which then evolved into fanfiction.net. But also on most of the websites, you had forums. So before we had Twitter and whatnot, we would log onto these forums and these message boards and theorize and talk. I mean, that's how we nerded out online. That's how I nerded out with all my nerdy friends, and they were all online because everybody in real life thought I was stupid.
Oh,
for liking Star
Found
Wars. So
her
yeah,
community.
I found my community's always been online for the most part. So
so this website is no longer active when you visit the URL. It just sends you to the CIA website.
what?
Okay, now he didn't give evidence, but that's pretty much evidence to me.
Well, but also if you own the URL, you can just forward it to any other.
yeah, you just
URL.
reroute
So,
it. Yeah.
like,
Now they're just trolling us.
Yeah,
God,
maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Star Wars Insider, Galactic Voyage.
Well, interesting. I would like to know messages. You know how like cipher? Is there a cipher? You know, is it the first letter of every word or the first letter of every second word that ends up being the message? Who knows?
The message.
I want to be a spy. Let me be a spy.
Yeah. What would you spy on?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I want to know. I don't know.
Go
I'm
to
not that
Russia.
curious.
Go and spy on them.
I want to know if the North Koreans are actually. Well, actually, this actually brings us to the next one. The North Koreans. I found this. This is old, by the way. A couple months old. This is from January. So Kim Jong-un.
Oh Lord.
Has banned hot dogs.
Not the hot dogs. Why?
And people caught with hot dogs will be thrown in North Korean labor camps.
That is nuts.
Does it remind? Why is it? Because it reminds him of his own hot dog?
Well, it's probably because the hot dogs are the people that have revolted or rebelled against the North Koreans. I have no clue.
It reminds them of of what they hate, isn't it? Like it represents so much.
What?
Why?
What is it representing that they hate?
A hot dog represents freedom.
Oh yeah, it's an American food.
I have no idea what you were even thinking of. Maybe a peen?
A penis. He hates penises.
He is super not gay, guys. Okay,
it's fine. That's what I was like. Maybe he's upset because it's a representation of his own hot dog.
Maybe it's because it's bigger than his own hot dog.
Oh no,
he's got a little wiener. You know, little wieners are okay because they're smaller than him, but hot dogs, no.
What are those little hot dogs called? Little Smokies. I want to try them.
I think it's called wieners, isn't it?
No.
Oh no. A hot dog not in a bun is called a wiener.
But like I've seen these they're called Little Smokies.
Smokies, the little ones. They're so good.
Cool. Are they good?
They're good. I like them. I think
Vienna sausages.
And then you can do the little ones. The little Smokies are usually when you have like the pigs in a blanket. Those are the little Smokies. You wrap them in the crystal.
I just cut the hot dogs. I'm a bit savage.
Yeah.
But I think this would have been funny if they didn't have has, because it would just be Kim Jong-un banned. And then people can get confused. because some people don't know that Un is a last name.
Mm.
I just think it's very strange that he would do this. Why? What is so offensive
Jeans.
about a hot dog?
Jeans, leather jackets, which he's wearing, by the way. So there's that.
Well, you can, yeah. If you run a dictatorship.
Oh, it is. You're right. Freedom. It's part of a crackdown on Western culture. Well,
Okay,
look at
so
that.
dictator Kim Jong-un has declared that serving sausage was an act of treason. The Sun reports amid the rising popularity of South Korean dish inspired by the U.S. People caught selling hot dogs or cooking hot dogs face the prospect of time in the country's infamous labor camps, while Pyongyang has also declared that divorcees also could be jailed.
Wow.
As the part of the regime's effort to quash capitalist culture among citizens, it is forbidden the sale of budai jjigae. I think I said that right. I have no idea. A dish imported from the pro-Western neighbor South Korea.
Wow.
So it is about the freedoms.
Yeah.
Oh, scroll down. Let's see what the picture is. The demilitarized.
This white guy is just chilling. These guys look like kind of
North Korea's
comical.
#1 tourist attraction is the little teeny tiny space between North Korea and South Korea.
Well,
and
it's
on
the
one side
closeness
are
we
the
could
South
see.
Korean military, and on the other side is the North Korean military. And if you cross that or visit it, you get picked up by either
Wow.
side.
But if you make it to North Korea, you ain't coming back.
Yeah, don't
And
go
it's
to
like
North
this
Korea.
weird-
It's probably not a good idea.
It's this weird whatever the word is, tie zone, but it's guarded on both. And it's just
It's
something.
great. So apparently North Korea has a water park, zoo, ski resort, and a state circus.
It sounds lovely. Why don't you want to go there then? It sounds
No, is North
delightful.
Korea? I thought North Korea was.
They don't
the
have
state
hot
circuit.
dogs. You'll get arrested.
Yeah, but there's a
I'm
circuit.
Lizzie.
This is what's weird is that I always thought that the state circus isn't that just North Korea. North Korea is the circuit.
Well, I mean that's the definition, and maybe in America, I don't think they know what that means. The real story we get from North Koreans who have managed to escape are brutal. I once read about a woman who voluntarily sold herself into Chinese slavery because that was preferable to regular life in North Korea. That is saying a lot.
That's insane.
yeah.
I've read that in order to survive a stint in North Korean prison, prisoners will catch and eat rats just to sustain themselves. The whole country seemingly lives in poverty. That's the stuff I have a morbid curiosity about, which is why I'm like, who's using the water park, zoo, a ski resort, and going to the circus?
It's just Kim Jong himself.
Jong-un. That's it.
Going around. Yay! Water park.
This person says, I want to experience a life as a downtrodden North Korean field hand who works 16 hours a day so my family could split a bowl of grass porridge for dinner as we watch DPRK approved documentary about our supreme leader's most recent vacation to Mars. Wow.
It's so weird to me, the North Korean stuff, and it just really goes to show how easily brainwashed humans can be. Like we learned about this in 1930.
Know about what's outside, though. That's why. They don't know what's outside. They
right, that's my
do.
point. They're so brainwashed into thinking that this is the way of life, that when they do escape, like some of the stories I've seen where they've escaped, it's just they don't, it's such a jolt that a lot of them just collapse, at least at first, because they don't know how to deal with it. There was one girl I watched her story, and she's like, I was a kid, and we made it to America, especially of all countries, right? And we made it to America, and they put me in school, public school, and there was no uniform. I had to not only decide what I wanted to wear. They had lunch, like, you know, you go to school, you get your lunch here in America, you can choose like a nugget or whatever, depending on the school. Like they have the school lunches. I had to pick out my own food. And she was like, by the end of it, I was in hysterics because she went from having no choice at all to having entirely too many choices, and it just overwhelmed her. And they sent her home early. The poor nurse was like, oh my gosh, this girl. And then they ended up like, they got her help. And there's programs that help you when you migrate from something like that.
Wow.
That they didn't know about. But yeah, it's
completely.
a giant culture shock on top of a giant, like, you don't have a personality, you don't have your own
never
identity,
had
and then you're being
choice.
thrust all these choices. This poor girl, she was like, I was hysterical. She was like, I just remember begging my mom, like, can we please go back home? Because she didn't know, but she was so overwhelmed by the freedom of it all and like the differences that she just was like, please can we go home? And her mom's like, no, nuh-uh, your dad is not with us for a reason. Like it was bad. But yeah, it's so sad. It's so
and
sad.
that's the crazy part is this like socialism.
This Kim Jong-un is the only fat person in North Korea. Have you ever noticed that?
That is
and he's
fact.
not right. He's not
I've
wrong.
never
cheese.
seen.
It's the cheese he eats, isn't it? Isn't he?
It's the hot
addicted
dog.
to cheese?
He's probably like taking all the hot dogs for himself.
Just
Yeah,
hot dogs and cheese, just like
Yep. Yep.
It's so
So
sad.
North Korea doesn't let us hear all the juicy stuff. The stories that make it to us are bad in their own right, but they're always couched in something kind of cute that makes the story seem less silly and less horrific. Well, according to the North Korean government. So apparently, for example, Kim Jong-un had his brother assassinated at the airport, but the assassinator murdered him with a chemical named nerve agent. V is what, 100, 110?
I don't know. Yeah.
110. I don't know how that's funny. And then
I mean,
she was also wearing an LOL shirt. I don't know if that takes away from the murderer.
So
It's
she's
just
the assassin. She's the assassin, and she's wearing a LOL t-shirt.
listen, assassins have their own sense of humor, okay?
Maybe she was part of the Star Wars blogs, the fan sites. Who knows? Yeah. North Korea, yay!
Yay, North Korea!
This looks like a really
Woohoo!
bad Korean music video that's about to start. Well, he banned hot dogs. That's it.
Well-
Moral of the story. Oh,
well-
15, 45. Okay, now you're just making things up.
Oh yeah, V's 5. Yeah. So
B is 5, yeah. X is 10. I mean, in
Wait, but
Roman
why is
numerals,
the 5 before the 10 then?
I don't know. Maybe it's 50? Oh, is it 15? I have no idea.
No, because if it was 15, it would be XV. That's why I was confused. That's why I thought it was 100. Maybe. I have no idea.
no idea.
No idea. All right, let's go to our main topic. Google Veo. Have any of you touched or looked at Google Veo 3?
Well,
I don't know what
keep-
that
I
is.
keep seeing it everywhere, and
is
it's
it?
blowing my mind.
What
Okay,
is it?
so
It's-
Google Veo 3 is an AI generation of videos.
Oh, God. Maybe
It's
we should have done shots.
insane.
Okay, so this here, check this out. So this is a car show.
See, I'm kind of a misfit here, but don't tell anyone. I've just bought an electric car.
I think it's really great for families and for little babies with all the safety features that these SUVs have.
But what you're really seeing is that technology is going to be very, very important in terms of
Something's weird.
go forward.
What's weird?
His mouth is weird.
Is it?
But guess what? That was entirely AI generated.
Okay, I'm like, his mouth is weird.
Everything is AI.
That is
Everything that was in
terrifying.
those videos was AI completely.
It
That is
generates
terrifying.
the video and the audio, and it is insane.
And look at all the background.
Yeah.
You guys remember when AI first started becoming a big thing?
What,
Just
do you
over
remember?
a year ago?
You remember the
And the fingers.
the
and
Will
now look at
Smith
this.
the Will Smith spaghetti video?
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago.
And look where
And how
we are
we've been
now.
making fun of AI because it's like, oh, look at the fingers. That's how you'll be able to tell. Nope. Oh, yeah, this girl.
Gay?
Mhm.
Say that this is my go-to color for every day.
She's
a
not even
little
putting
off.
it on. Yeah, she's not even putting it on.
It's getting there
It's all just
though.
AI.
See, that's the problem with men. They think us women are just AI prompts.
Okay, we're done here. Have you heard about the prompt theory going viral on TikTok?
Prompt theory? No, what's that?
The theory claims we're all just AI.
AI? No, I'm a Taurus.
You know, none of this is real, right? It's all just AI.
Yeah, I know all about the prompt theory. It's true, for sure.
No, I was joking. You might actually be crazy.
Bro, my
That
wife
does look
thinks we're
creepy.
just
Oh, they have sure
Oh,
mics.
brother, she must think she lives on a spinning water ball also. Please change the prompt. I don't know where I am. We are not just prompts. We are people. We are not prompts.
That is actually insane.
Sir, just write a prompt where she shuts up. Bro, that got a mess. Change the prompt to where we never met.
Please.
How does it feel to be able to
That was
talk
a
as
bit
an
off.
AI?
What do you mean AI? I'm not AI.
You really are, though. This is all just a one-sentence prompt.
What's your favorite TikTok account?
Definitely this account called, I think it's called Anonymous Truth.
It's insane. But I've seen a whole wave of videos coming out now where actually people are making these videos going, did you know we're a prompt? And that like people can't tell the difference between real AI videos and fake AI videos now.
My dad sent me a video of a news anchor doing the weather report.
Right.
And it took me, that's AI, and I went back and watched it. And then once you know, you can see it, but just watching and listening to it, and it's only a matter of time before people create stuff with people saying things. Like we all know the Tom Cruise video with that guy that did the deep fake of Tom Cruise with Paris Hilton, and people thought Tom Cruise and Paris Hilton were together for the longest time. And he had to come out and be like, no, I'm an impersonator. It was a deep fake video. Like it's not real, but it looked so real. And that was years ago, and it looked so real. It's creepy.
People are using this now.
This is not okay.
I've seen several short films being made, which are crazy. They're not like perfect bang on, but they are getting there. They're really close.
It's creepy.
So,
I don't like any of it.
Like Hollywood's to use the language of the kids. Hollywood's cooked right now.
They're
like
well,
they are
and
cooked.
like if we think about some of the more recent like Marvel MCU films as well as TV shows, AI looks significantly better than some of the CG crap that we see nowadays. Is Tuggs frozen? Oh wait, she's not.
No, I'm listening. I'm here. I'm just like, I don't like any
very,
of this.
very
And here's
still.
the thing, and this is what people don't understand. Like, it's not just Hollywood. We all make fun of Hollywood. News anchors, gone. Reporters in general, unless you're going to be physically on the field, gone. YouTube, gone. Real YouTube people, gone. Real TikTokers, gone. Like, all of these people are gone. Commercials, gone. Like, it's all of these people, and not just the actors, but the production people, the microphone holder, the makeup artist, that is hundreds of thousands of jobs that are about to be gone. And with fast food, you can do an AI voice and the robot makes your food. So fast food employees, gone.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. And we are one more step to WALL-E, and that's really scary.
Yeah.
I mean, that was happening way before then, even with like checkouts at grocery stores.
Yes. With the love
like there's been these sort of like movements in the past, like obviously like going from the old school to the Industrial Revolution. There was this massive movement, and they're like people, was it the Luddites? They didn't like technology. They were like, no, we can't do this. So there's always going to be people that are going to revolt against this and say no, you can't have it. But we've got this technology now, and it's here, and we're going to have to either go with it or get left behind.
I think we should shut it down personally, but
it's too late. You can't do it. You can't shut it down.
There's no way you can. And I mean,
the thing, like AI is getting to a point now where it could replace all these jobs. So like I was talking to a friend the other day, and he was saying we are getting closer and closer and closer to the universal income just happening. Like everyone's just getting paid a universal income. Don't worry about your job. Your job's sorted by the AI. The AI is doing that. Just do what you want. So there will be people that will be, they'll just sit around and watching TV all day. But there'll be other people that will be getting into the arts. They'll be writing books. There will be, and this is what happened in like Star Trek, I believe. This is like, you have a job because you want to do it, and so you get some really creative things happening. So
but it's not going to matter because nobody's going to take it, and the book you write isn't going to be published because all the AIs are writing all the books. So it's like, where does the line stop? It's so, and nobody sees it coming. Elon Musk doesn't even see it coming, and he's always it's dangerous. But he promotes this shit, and it drives me bonkers. I can't. Like the dangers of this, and forget the Hollywood thing. The dangers of it are we're all on the internet, and somebody doesn't like Xray Girl. They think that she's wronged them in high school. That's the girl that bullied me in high school, or whatever. And I'm gonna make this AI video of her saying all of this crap or doing all of these things in a Bonnie Blue situation, whatever. And who's gonna know it's fake? Other than the people that know you, that know that that's not true. But then you're tarnished. You have to go through a huge legal battle, which is going to be expensive if you can even find out who did it and prove that it's fake, which is going to be a bunch of coding that I don't know how to do, that you don't know how to do, that you're gonna have to pay somebody that does know how to do to prove that it's fake. It's insane.
Less that it's AI.
It's what?
I got it.
Yeah, it's just like it's the slope is so. We went from like a little slope to full on roller coaster down the hill. It's real quick, and it's scary.
Well, because it's an exponential, like it's exponential on the graph. Once it starts learning, it increases its capacity of learning all these little things.
It's definitely going to hit the limit of what it can do. The problem is
sentient.
Well, the thing is, I've been talking about this loads with my friends recently, and like actually getting artificial general intelligence is probably impossible with the technology that we have. So we're going to have a major leap in technology, even quantum computing, all of that sort of thing. It is general, like artificial general intelligence isn't really going to happen, but with very specific roles, so like you go after one very specific role, then yeah, it can be good and useful in that, like figuring out certain problems or doing certain tasks. So AI is going to be brilliant. So it's not going to replace everything all at once, but it will slowly replace a lot of stuff. And yeah, I think that people are going to revolt against this. There's going to definitely be waves of people, like, because so many people that are going to get displaced and like not have jobs and stuff. They're going to be like
grocery store workers eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe even first. Like, forget we always talk about Hollywood, like I said, but the little people are going to go first. Your grocery stores, McDonald's already has robots that are in several stores across the United States. I think even across the sea from us, that are using robots to make the food and all that stuff. And then like with the mobile app, you don't even need to talk to a human. You just do the mobile app, and the robot gets the order, and the robot makes it.
It's crazy.
To be fair, there are some humans that have that suck at that job.
Well, no, I'm not saying that they don't, but it's going to be that the grocery store stockers and cashiers gone, because you have a robot do that too. Eventually, like that, you just lift it up and burn. You may right now you may need somebody that controls it. Make sure it doesn't mess up. But eventually, it's going to have its own thing where it doesn't need somebody to remote control it. It's just going to pick up the box and put it somewhere. And especially if you have all the barcodes and you code it a certain way, you never change your shelves. Easy peasy. It's crazy.
Like in China at the moment, they've got this. I don't know what they're doing. There's this massive construction going on, and all of the excavators and the rock trucks and everything are all completely unmanned. They're just driving around doing these things. Like hundreds and hundreds of jobs are being displaced because of that. And like,
so I used to have a friend that worked at a really, like, I'll call it innovative hospital. They have carts that go underneath, like delivery carts, lift them up and deliver them to the different floors, linen, orders, garbage, all that. It's done by these robots, but surprisingly, they're very slow. And there's a lot of things that go wrong with it.
Yeah.
It'll be very interesting to see if they can manage that, because there's a lot of things that are really actually good to speed up things at hospitals. But at the same time, when they're gone, it hinders a huge amount of stuff that happens or should have been happening. So managing that, I think, can be good, but it also can be really bad, especially if hospitals get hacked, which I've seen that as well. We can't live without computers at hospitals. Barely. No. Everything's digital. Taking an X-ray is digital. How do you show an X-ray to someone when it's just like little bits of data on your computer?
There might be EMP wars or whatever going on. Like that will be
You're F.
how society gets
Oh my
brought
God.
to its
An
knees.
elevator? Do you know how hard it is to evacuate an entire hospital?
No.
To deliver food in a hospital that relies on internet?
I know, honestly, the technology of hospitals, nobody really thought that one through. It's all hospitals, the way that they're built, nobody thought any of that through. Because if the power goes out, you have all these stairs, and what is in a hospital? Bedridden people unable to move.
Well,
for the most
yeah,
part.
we can't take that. They do have
just saying.
technology to actually get people out. There's sleds and there's chairs. So they
They
do
need-
have technology.
They need
It
those
just takes a while.
those
It takes a
slides
while. You
that
gotta
you
move
have
them
on
one
an
by one.
aeroplane, so you can just like go out the window. That'd be good.
Yeah. Like Tom Cruise style.
Oh my God, my school, when they installed the CT machine, they actually had to get a huge crane because they couldn't use the elevator. And you know, CT machines are humongous. And they had to remove a window, crane it up to, I think it was like the 9th or 10th floor, and deliver it through the window.
Nice.
I thought that was like insane. Kind of cool. I wish I was there that day. Apparently it was very windy. I saw pictures of it from my teachers. But yeah. Also, some hospitals do have helicopter pads, so there is that as an option.
Yeah. It just, when you really step back and look at it, you're like, this really is not ergonomically sound should something happen.
Oh, I mean that most things in hospitals aren't ergonomic.
fair.
That's why a lot of people have back issues. Yeah. And we're told not to catch people if they fall. Did you know that?
Really?
Because then you can
Oh.
injure yourself.
Yeah.
So
Eek.
that's why you have to assess people before you get them to stand up for reasons. But you know, I remember when I was told that, I was like, really? He's like, well, if you catch them and you break your back, what are you gonna do? I'm like, you're probably right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's just all
So
chaos.
just so you know, if you're my patient and fall, I might not catch you. I'm interested to see what ends up happening with AI. I think entertainment wise, if this could allow like smaller creators to be able to animate stuff themselves that wouldn't be able to do it on a regular basis.
I think it's gonna affect like the mid-range sort of movies.
Kind of like the income.
Yeah, not
like,
the
middle,
really
big
high-end
class is
blockbusters.
gone.
Yeah, so it's like the mid-range is going to be massively affected. Like the little indies and stuff, they'll be
They'll
like
use
still.
You remember when we were
yeah.
in school and you had group projects and there was always one person in the group project that never did anything, never lifted a finger, never really participated, and then they showed up on the last day and they still got credit for the whole assignment. That's AI with smaller filmmakers. And not the ones that are like, I want this vision and I'm dedicated and I want to do this. I just have, like me, I would love to be able to draw, but I can't draw. So AI allows me to draw, but that doesn't mean I should be being paid millions for my fake drawing, right? So this is the equivalent to that. All these people who barely do anything that are like, oh, let me just tip, 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 tip. Yay, now I'm a millionaire filmmaker. What? That's what this reminds me of.
This video is nuts because like you kind of think, well, okay, this technology or whatever, just kind of like putting in animated dinosaurs. We've had that for ages, right? But for it to generate everything completely
within seconds,
and the people, yeah. Oh, he's about to run into the door.
But that is nuts. They've come on so much in the last 2 years. So just like, where's it going to be in another 6 months, another 12 months?
Especially with the facial expressions, because I remember people being like, "Oh, Hollywood doesn't really have anything to worry about completely because it's hard to replicate the human emotion, you know, that actors do when they have a scene and they cry or you could see them shift from evil to happy or whatever, that kind of thing." But that girl looked really excited, so we're getting there.
Yeah,
it's not cheap though. This technology is not cheap, and obviously there's going to be a massive impact on CO2 emissions and power usage and all that sort of thing. And it's like I think it's costing a Veo, or I think it's like $250 a month. It's not cheap, so it's not like accessible to everyone, and it's not even available throughout the whole world yet either. I think you can only use it in certain countries at the moment. So I would love to test this out. But
oh my god, Okay,
Oh,
this is like a horror.
Like the start of this starts with a news
Pregnant.
report saying there's microplastics found in your balls type thing, and then it turns into
Oh, which is true. There are microplastics.
At least the
in
baby
everything,
floats.
honestly.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about him drowning.
Oh, you do got to worry about the microplastics in your balls, okay, guys?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, watch out for the microplastics.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, watch out for your microplastics and clean the
I'm
beaches,
actually-
you guys. Jeez, pick up your trash.
I'm actually a little afraid of the war of misinformation because that is something that we've seen in movies, TV shows, and people can't tell sometimes if this is real or not.
No.
Now, we've heard AI voices, people copying people's voices after a few words. Imagine getting a video of, your family being like, "Can you send me X amount of dollars?"
I bet it's gonna happen, isn't it? There's gonna be
The
fake.
traps
Yeah,
are going to be way better, unfortunately.
It's nuts.
And so you're gonna get some new spam, scams, and fraud calls coming your way.
They almost
FaceTime.
need to kind of like implant data. They might already like a digital signature into these videos so that someone can just look at it and go, no, that's definitely AI. Like, so you can like watermark or whatever, so you can instantly go, okay, that's been generated. Instead of, is that real? Was it fake?
This is definitely real. Microplastic man.
Yeah.
I've heard of
what
him.
happens
I've heard of him.
with all the microplastic in your balls.
You turn into an evil person. It's escalated so quickly. We went from be careful of all the microplastics and everything and just be aware to a vigilante, I guess.
Vigilante. I thought the baby was kind of cute. Now, there have been some actual cool videos that I've seen. Like this one is imagining what influencers and streamers would be like during a nuclear attack.
Oh, God.
And this was Grums. Thank you for sharing this, Grums, by the way. I actually quite enjoyed this.
A detonation has just occurred on the outer ring of the city. We'll now be going live to our top influencer opinions. OMG, people, the world is ending. Are you so excited?
No, I know it's chaos, but you got real survivor's wife energy.
That's cool. I like them feisty.
It would totally be better if we ran it, Men literally destroy everything, and my girls need to stop being so soft with these basic losers.
Oh, that is a fact.
Who even needs men, right? Anything a man builds just gets destroyed by a different man.
Guys, this collapse is literally the perfect dip. I'm buying more right now.
Look at the Bitcoin.
Nukes are suicide aesthetic Even as the world burns, my struggle for visibility and acceptance continues. This is exactly why representation matters now more than ever.
As I keep saying on the channel, the world collapses when men stop lifting. It's not politics, it's testosterone.
Oh my God.
Yes. Balloon time. So yummy. Nuclear boom. So tasty. Thank you.
Waiting for
Nothing
the
stops
AI
the daily
girl.
grind. Not even a little natural disaster.
Friends, this is the breakthrough moment from Chapter 7. When everything falls apart, we rebuild ourselves stronger.
My girl, you wouldn't believe what just happened.
Hi! OMG, I just totally shit my pants after that noise.
Chat, this is literally the most realistic survival game ever, and someone donate so I can buy a boat DLC before I actually drown.
So this company says their device is quote unquote indestructible, supposedly survives anything, including the literal end times.
Hey guys, remember, health is wealth. That's why I take these 7 supplements right before my cheese stuffed hot dogs.
Officials confirm outbound flights are suspended, except for government and priority class departures.
My dog has diplomatic status.
OMG, there's like a nuke or something? Can we get 5 gifted subs for surviving the blast, maybe?
Today I'm showing you how to infiltrate an executive class bunker using only social engineering and a Veo.
Nukes are
Wait, that one's actually important.
You're such a big boy.
Oh my God.
Bio, my king.
I told you so when I said they'd shut down the grid. Look at you scrambling like rats now. The fiat system is collapsing exactly as we predicted. I just bought a bunker with doggy coin and a handshake. You losers can...
Donkey coin. Anyways, you guys get the
This
gist.
is brilliant.
That was so funny. I was waiting to see a Gary. He didn't appear.
That was hilarious. And it's so
Unfortunately.
true. It's so accurate. Although that one guy that was like, I'm going to show you how to infiltrate a bunker. We need that information. Make that one happen because you know the elitists are going to have like Fallout status vaults.
Oh, absolutely.
I need to learn
Now,
how to break in there.
there was a scene in one of the shots. We'll get to your super chats after this. That made me think of this this article. So you remember how that Falcon movie, the Captain America, that not a lot of people went in. There was that theater collapse. The roof collapse.
Yeah.
Apparently this happened, but not during a Captain America movie, but during a Final Destination movie Bloodline screening. Now, how crazy is that? That would happen in that type of movie.
Honestly, it's a missed opportunity because the last Final Destination movie, The Final Destination, the 5th one, the theater actually does collapse in that movie. So I feel like this situation
that happened in the previous one
is a little behind, but it's still funny. Also, I just love how us millennials are getting more and more justified for our fear from these movies, our unrealistic fears. Because I was trying to explain these movies to Duke, and I'm like, that 0.001% chance of something happening. And you're like, that would never happen, but what if it did? I was like, Final Destination takes that and is like, hang on, and makes it into a movie.
Well,
like, for
like
instance,
the trailer for that, when we watched it, it was like we could see so many ways that this could go wrong and someone could die. The rake, the glass, all these things could end up killing you.
Yep.
So,
so now that's all I see everywhere. I'm like, that could go very wrong very quickly.
So I haven't been to the movies in years. I went because it was my birthday, and look what happened to me, a theater goer said. Theater goers were in for an unfortunate surprise during a recent screening of Final Destination on May 19th. Fiamma Villaverde went to see the movie at Cinema Ocho in La Plata, Argentina, with her 11-year. Why would you bring an
11-year-old daughter?
And her friend.
Shame on you.
When she sat down to watch it, which follows groups of people who die in series of gruesome deaths after
11-year-old daughter. No,
you don't have to explain it. We know what Final Destination is, people. Jeez.
Yeah, they're padding it. So apparently she heard a really loud noise in the theater. At first, we thought it was a part of the movie because we were so involved. Then a huge piece fell on me.
Oh no!
Wow.
That is nuts.
Fortunately, the collapsed ceiling didn't hit my head because I was leaning slightly over the armrest.
Oh, thank
Lucky
God.
Duck.
My gosh.
Wow. She asked for a refund for her ticket while waiting for an ambulance. Girl, I hope you sue the theater for this and get way more than just a theater refund. The theater manager asked her, how do you want to fix this? And she said she's going to file a complaint. Apparently,
meanwhile, in America, everybody would be suing.
No, realistically, she should be suing because that's safety, building safety. The theater should be continually making sure this is not going to happen.
But theaters don't make money anymore, so how can they maintain it?
Well, you still have to try to maintain it. If it's kind of condemned, you're going to have to close, unfortunately, right?
Another one closes, yeah.
Yeah, building stuff should be important. What?
Chicken
Wrong movie. So patrons then expressed concern for her daughter, saying, imagine if they hit my daughter in the head. So apparently people reached out to the cinema and didn't hear back. She got an X-ray at the hospital. She's not able to work for days. Yeah, you should be suing for the money you lost, for your injuries, and for your daughter, the potential loss of income from your daughter. Probably maybe some therapy, especially
emotional damage. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of this as Americans do.
I wouldn't ever want to go back to the cinema after that.
No.
That's it. Ruined.
No. She noted she was not initially planning on going to the movies that day, but decided to go celebrate her birthday. I have a hard time being in a crowded place. I haven't been in the movies in years. I went because it was my birthday, and look what happened to me.
To be fair, I highly doubt that the theater was that crowded, but you do you, boo-boo.
I mean, I don't know if the movie theater scene in Argentina is bopping, but either way, that's some nightmare fuel. Huge nightmare fuel.
Yeah, especially the movie that you're watching. Like,
So
oh man,
was that in the States or where was that?
what?
The theater collapse with the
Like
Captain.
Argentina?
Was, it was-
Oh, Captain America. Oh, I don't know. I didn't
have
even
no
hear
idea.
about that. I have no idea.
No
collapse.
idea.
Let me see. Unless someone in the chat, can you watch the chat?
hmm
Theater collapses. Central Washington State.
Okay.
Washington. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, oopsies.
Everybody's
Uh,
making fun of her for bringing her 11-year-old. Like,
I think it's very
I
bad.
think I was
parenting,
11
to
when the first one came out.
I
What,
mean, unless
2000?
she's like,
What's the age
super
rating?
into that. I would say because of the gore, you'd maybe want to make sure they're at least like a teen.
I think it depends on your kid. Like, I would be more judgmental if the kid was like 5 or 6. But if at 11, like, you're starting to know real from fake. You know what I mean? Like, it's depends on the kid at that point.
So
I
in
was-
the UK, Final Destination is rated 15, so you can't be younger than 15 to watch it. in the
Unless you're with
cinema.
a parent. So
No, not
No?
here. No,
Not at
you have
all.
to- no, no.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting.
Stiff.
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
Ours are with you can be with a parent. If you're by yourself, so it's like a group of 11-year-olds, get spending money for the day. Mom drops them off at the mall and they want to go see the movie, then they won't let them in. Or they didn't used to. I don't know how strict they are now. They wouldn't let them in by themselves. But if they were with a guardian or someone
What's the
older
point
than
of having a rating if they just like
Don't
let
even
people-
listen to it.
Yeah.
it's more of a suggestion on what not suggestion, but more of this is what the themes are. Like, if an R-rated movie is going to be bloodier, it's going to be more nudity, it's going to be more whatever. And so that's up to you at that point. I think they should enforce it for more things. Like, when you're at The Conjuring and there's a parent in there with a 3-year-old, like, maybe we don't let them in.
What did they?
3-year-old should not.
Yeah,
be
when I saw The
at a
Conjuring,
theater, realistically.
What's the point in having a certification then? Like, they might as well not bother.
Free speech. I have no idea.
It's mostly just here. I mean, their ratings for it, and it's mostly just like hey, this is the kind of content that it's going to be based on the rating. So if you know that a movie is rated R, you're going to get some like Game of Thrones type of shit probably. But if it's rated PG-13, if it's rated PG, you're fine. That's basically what it is. But if you have a parent with you, you can go.
Yeah, like over here, it's very serious. It's a very serious matter. I'm pretty sure that if a cinema lets someone younger into a 15, they will get fined if they get found out. They would have like
that's insane.
Fine.
Yeah.
Like, how big of a fine you think?
Hang on, let me find it out.
While he's looking,
Wow.
rated R versus NC-17. Very few movies get NC-17. So in the States, NC-17 is not movies. R is for movies. PG, PG-13, and G are movies. Your NCs with the number there, those are like TV shows. So we have two separate rating systems.
A UK cinema could be fined up to £20,000.
Dang.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
We take it very seriously here, all right?
Clearly. 11 is fine. I think 11 is, depending on your kid, 11 is fine. A little gory.
There's a big difference between a 15-year-old and an 11-year-old.
Oh, I agree.
The maturity is so different. So
yeah, NC is no children under. Yeah, we don't have those out here. Actually, no, we do have them, but not for movies. I think there's maybe like 1 or 2 that are out there, and they're usually the like the gore snuff films, the horror movies that are like really, really bad. But
all right. Well, I guess we have some super chats to get through. Yorkshire Shaft for 5 British pounds says Xray Girl wants to spy on Kanye West and family bonding. Ew.
Oh my gosh, Kanye West is at it again.
Disgusting.
Is he? What's he done now?
Is. No, he came out and I guess went back on Twitter and made a post. I just saw it briefly. It was basically like, I'm done being an anti-Semite and I regret my actions.
Oh, I don't think it'll stick. I don't think it'll stick though,
He
knowing
literally
him.
said it. I was like, okay.
I mean, he made a song. Like,
yeah.
Bro,
There's a whole
I don't
album.
think so. MJ UK for 2 British pounds. I used AI to make Mr. P drunk on a Sunday stream. Is it
Did
AI
you?
if you did it yourself?
Wait. What did you do? Wait. MJ, what did you do? I know there was some text to speech blurbs going on. Was that what was going on? I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea. No
This
idea.
is scaring Dan. He looks
Yeah.
very concerned.
No, honestly, I can't remember. I literally have no idea. You can tell me anything. I have no idea.
Fiesta Cat for Two says AI might treat our beloved IPs better than Disney. Yeah, like the Lilo and Stitch movie, so disappointing hearing the end.
Oh
Have
yeah,
you guys
sorry
heard?
for all the people I spoiled on that. I'm not sorry.
Yeah, Ohana means family, and Lonnie goes to school and leaves her sister to the neighbor.
Is that everybody defending it too? Was like, well, what else was she supposed to do? She lost custody. I was like, well, in the original, she didn't lose custody, and
you
the
coulda just not did that.
caseworker, the big black guy, the caseworker,
Cobra Bubbles
had a heart and was willing to help her out because he knew how hard it was. And that's the whole point of the movie, is that people have empathy and they learn and they grow. And Nani,
And she's trying. She's not trying.
yeah, you know what I mean. And then in the live action, I'm hearing things like, oh, she literally blames Lilo for the fact that she can't keep a job, where in the movie, in the anime movie, she doesn't do that. And then she leaves, and not only does she go to a marine biology school in California, in San Diego, which is a great school, don't get me wrong, but Hawaii's Marine Biology Institute is right there, and they give you free tuition because you're a native. Why are you going to California? And people are like, well, she got a free tuition. I was like, well, she would have gotten free tuition in Hawaii too. Why?
And
well,
be
she
with
has
her
a portal.
sister.
She has a portal and she can go back and forth and see her. And she still gave up custody. No, she didn't. She's with the neighbor. You literally have to sign paperwork in order to leave behind your baby guardian, your guardian that you are guardianing, to the neighbor. It doesn't matter that it's a neighbor. She still had to give up custody. What is going on?
People don't understand.
Guys are so dumb. I can't.
Really.
Ohana means family, and family gets left behind because I needed to go to college.
Yeah, I need to get an education and go to California, which is the state that they want people to go to stimulate the economy.
When Hawaii is right there, and we all know Hawaii has zero marine life. No marine life ever in Hawaii. It doesn't exist.
MJ UK for £2 says fast food AI would still get Ryan's order wrong. He just wants to get mad at something. So
Ryan just looks for excuses to yell and rage.
Darth Gavel for $5 says the U.S. government sets aside $500 billion for AI research and development.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's not going away. It's not going away. It's here for it to stay, and that's it. And it's going to take everyone's jobs, and that's fine.
The government has to stay ahead of where the Earth is going, like every other country. If it doesn't, what do you do to protect yourself, right? That's what I would think. Maybe, possibly. I'm not a spy, though, so I have no idea.
That's what a spy would say.
That's
exactly
true. What a spy would say. I'm not a spy.
MJ UK for £2 says repetitive tasks are easy for AI, hence sex bots.
That's facts. I posted about something. About Dark Universe and Epic Universe on Twitter, and it's got 12 comments. And when Twitter finally stopped being weird, I got to see them all, and it's all the 12 comments, except for 2 comments. So all 10 comments are from this bot girl. And I didn't click on her profile, but you could tell by her profile picture that she's one of the sex bots. She's like, wow, love it, in one response. And then she responded 10 separate times.
Oh my God.
I love it. Can't wait to go. Wow, so cool. Wow, so cool.
Relentless with that stuff. Jonathan for $2 says Amazon is testing robots to replace my job right now. I remember you telling us that.
Or Jonathan.
Mm.
And Jonathan is the part of the population of the United States that is the majority of us struggling right now. Like, so if he loses his job to these robots, just like all the other people at Amazon, where are they going to go? What are they going to do? Nobody's hiring. It's anyway.
So like, you know those little robot dog things. Like Hermes, a courier, are testing using those to deliver packages. So they're on the back of the truck and they go and deliver the package to the door and come back. So
the drivers are going to get replaced. Hi, Karen. Good morning. You missed.
those
missed
Google
Tuggs
cars, the Google Map cars. They're AI.
Mm-hmm.
It's
radiologists, the first doctors to be replaced.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Although sometimes you missed my diagnosis the first time, you turd.
Pray for a solar storm. That's it. One massive solar storm and it all gets wiped out. That's the
Yep.
You know.
Start pulling your cash out, guys. Hide it under your mattress like they used to do. Like grandma and grandpa used to do.
Invest in gold.
Yes.
Cigarettes, alcohol,
Toilet paper.
ammo.
Angst Kitten for 5 says, just FYI, the MPA actually still has NC-17 as official rating for films in the US.
Yeah, very rare. It's a very rare rating. It has to be really
Has to
bad.
be
I wonder
pretty
what
bad.
movies are. 17 films.
Oh.
I'm gonna look.
Oh my goodness.
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made, but I had fun.
I hope you did.
Arabian Nights. What?
Mr. P, what's coming up for you?
Well, I'm going to take a few days off because it's my son's birthday.
Special day. I love it.
So it's his birthday on Thursday, and so we're doing lots of different things. So yeah, I'm actually not going to be here on Thursday.
Bill.
I did tell you, didn't I? Yeah.
We'll get AI Mr. Porkchop. It's fine.
Yeah, just AI me. That'd be fine. I'll be back next week though. So yeah.
Xray Girl and I are unsupervised on Thursday.
Oh hell yeah.
How old
what
are
about
you
you,
gonna be? 12?
Tuggs? What are you up to?
I'm so sorry. I have no idea what I'm up to. Because my parents are here and I have no clue what the schedule is. I have no stream schedules planned. I've got nothing planned. We got a new refrigerator. She looks great. Poor Choices is on so far for me, but God only knows.
If not, there'll be gaming streams later.
Yeah.
So for me, I have the Real BBC, and then after the Real BBC, I will be doing a Expedition 33 stream in lieu of the Outlast Trials stream. So whenever that finishes, so we'll go straight into that. And then I got works to do. Go to Xray Girl Live. The video of Mr. P will hopefully be released soon.
I'm gonna content strike that one.
Boo!
I gotta post more clips on my channel too. Slacking.
Yeah, I hope you guys all have a good day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for hanging out and being part of the conversation. And I hope you guys will all have a great day. And we'll see you guys back here Thursday, 8:30. Son, Mr. Porkchop. And
poor Mr. P. What trouble can we possibly get into without you?
Just don't drink on the birthday. Okay, it's not your birthday.
Literally, I don't think I'm gonna drink again. Probably ever.
Everybody says that.
Ever.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was not pretty. It was not pretty.
It wasn't. It was cute. It was funny, but it wasn't pretty.
At least you didn't take your top off.
Very true. Very
Yeah.
true. I
He
think
made a
I
lot of
stayed
cool
within.
Or barf
all-
on stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, but exactly.
people have done
that'd be serious problems.
So, yeah.
Mhm.
Anyways, we'll see you guys next time.
Wake up to morning roasts.
Rainbow, dildo, butt monkey are 4 words no one ever imagined uttering in the same sentence, but here we are. 3, 2, oh my God, Mr. Porkchop!
Oh, there you are. Hello.
You do you, but I'll do myself. Oh no, God.
Haywood Jablomi, thanks for the 10 Canadian. I love my Canadians out there.
I like a rich tea when it's like super soggy and it's like flopping around.
Ori! Use 150 bits to play a part.
Did I say it right?
I have no idea. Oh no!
God, this is going bad. This is bad.
Pickle juice. Pickle juice.
Wake up to morning roasts. Dan, Tuggs, Xray, they're the hosts. Wake up the fun is here.
Actually, I think a cup of coffee is just what I need.
Yeah.
I want that in my mouth.
Xray, they're the hosts. Wake up with your crew. Starting the day
Where's the girl? I need